Alrighty, what is up, guys? Evanaldo here. Wanted to give you a Bitcoin and Ethereum update. Some exciting things happening. Tell you what I think was going to happen, where we're going to go. So to start out, what I kind of think is right now, the main thing right here that I want to show you guys, 6-day is now printing a red dot on Heikin-Ashi candles. It's a bearish sign. I mean, it looks pretty similar to kind of in terms of money flow, like this one that signaled the capitulation in 2018, 50% downward. Looks even more probably like, well, a little less, but similar to this one, given that we had, if you look at the green here, a little rally upward and then down right there, 60%. Now, 60% there, 50% to this one. Let's say it's 40%, 10% less. As time goes on, market cap gets bigger, less volatility. 13K approximately. What's at 13K? I mean, we have our 400 weekly moving average at 13K. A lot of people would argue, this probably wouldn't be the bottom because this is where a lot of people think would be the bottom. 10 to 14K, a lot of people think that area, 10 to 12K. 13K is a little bit above it. Also, I know last time a lot of people thought 3,000 would be the bottom, and you would probably think it was. Well, really 3,200 was the bottom. So it's kind of that same difference. If a lot of people think 10 to 12K and you end up at 13K, that would be, it would make sense. And probably a lot of people have given up. So a lot of people kind of are away from crypto, and mainly a lot of the people still in it are people like, you and me, really into it. So yeah, that could be one of those things. Maybe a lot of us get it right here and we buy in very low here. Now, the only thing I could really see us going even lower, crazy capitulation, a lot of FUD next month. September's typically a bad month. S&P comes down a lot. Maybe you get some type of weird thing at 9K around there. That would be kind of like 2014 where you came down 60% in that amount of time, right around 9K. I don't think you'd be under 10K for a while. I think you'd shoot up pretty quickly from there. And a lot of big money would get their hands on some cheap Bitcoin there, including myself. So yeah, moving on to that point. Also, it does look, if you look at Ethereum, Bitcoin, in terms of where Bitcoin could end up, or in terms of where the market it looks as a whole, Ethereum, kind of a head and shoulders here. Your weekly kind of bearish, in my opinion. RSI starting to curve down again. Money flow out. See kind of here, it bled against Bitcoin. This was after. Generally after you bottomed out. You do have little rallies here, but after you bottomed out, you still bled against Bitcoin. It could be different this time since Ethereum is more of a blue chip. This time now I don't consider it really an altcoin. It's a blue chip. I know a lot of you guys really like it. So, I do think in the next month, if we really capitulate downward, I mean, it could be the sell the news thing could be starting already. It's only 3 weeks off. You could be already trying to sell that news. And then, what could happen too is if we crash really soon, could be kind of like buy the new rumor when the merge actually happens if we do come down a lot. Now, we'll talk about ETH a little bit, but just to compare, if Bitcoin comes down, say 40%, ETH would be, if we look at ETH on, I believe the 5-day is now printing or it's the 4-day right now that's printing the red dot. 4-day right here, if Bitcoin comes down 40%, ETH would probably come down 50, kind of like this, 50 to 52%. And 50%, it could form kind of a double bottom over here while Bitcoin comes down a bit more. So Bitcoin comes down to 13K. This only forms a double bottom. That's really bullish, I think, long-term for ETH, if that's the bottom. And a lot of people kind of had said that, and I think they could be right here. I think they definitely could be right. There's that possibility. Also, the more bearish case, if it really, ETH doesn't prove itself, really just turns into kind of an altcoin again, back to 500, this general area. If you compare it to kind of how we were, if you look at like the weekly and you compare it to kind of this, look at the money flow kind of coming out in your last wick down, capitulation downward. This is about 60% downward. I mean, if 60%, 70%'s there, 60% would be right around here. This area, you get a little bit of, support there. Let's say Bitcoin comes down 60%. Maybe this comes down 70%. Bitcoin goes down 50, 60%. This could come down 70%. 500. That would be a big point to look for. there would be a high likelihood that that's the bottom at that point, and that would be a good place to get in definitely for long term. I mean, if you compare ETH to Bitcoin, if it's like last time, I mean, Bitcoin will still outperform it for about 9 months over here, so you could hold off. You got time, good accumulation phase, but yeah. Never financial advice though. It could happen. If you want to trade this, short this down, if you're an experienced trader, check out my link to BITGET down below. Really good promo for the first 10 people. Get something major. There's a few slots open for that. So the description is the link below. You can create a new account. And first 100 people get a really good bonus as well, only with my link below. So check that out. That's where I'm doing some of my trades right now. As for short term, what could happen with Bitcoin and ETH? I mean, the main thing here that I want to show you guys is the daily is coming up. It's curving up with the view up right here. I think there's a strong argument to make to come up to like 22, somewhere like this pocket around here, reject off of that, and then continue downward. Split RSIs under 16, kind of curving up, not too strong. I'm not betting too much on it, but I do have a long position trying to target this area here. And then, RSIs curving upward. And it's good to kind of hedge the bets here. I have a bunch of shorts open, a lot of shorts locked in. I'll make a lot if we really crash down in the next month, but it would be nice in the unlikely chance we come up or somehow rally upward to have long to hedge that bet. I think whenever this bearish div happens, and if we come up to this point, get that bearish div at that point, while these RSIs are coming down, that'll be a strong short entry over there. Same goes on kind of some of these time frames. 30-minute bearish div, that could be your top here, definitely could be your top, and we just break out of this channel right here downward, or you break out of this channel upward and come up to here. And probably parallel, you could probably draw some parallel channels there. I mean, all you really have to do to get a target from this would be here to here, top to bottom there, right there it would be. And if you break out of this channel, it would give you probably a technical target of, is that right? Yes, something around here, 22. There's an argument to make for that area. I don't know if you'd get that high, but you see some confluence there. Yeah, that would bring you right up to that resistance point. So I do think there's an argument to make for that. Likelihood, I wouldn't bet too much on it. Yeah, I'll say that right now. But moving on to Ethereum for more of the short-term time frames. The daily view up, curving upward. 16-day, this looks a little bit more bullish. This could easily bring us up to, draw a local fib or something right here. Easily bring us up to this point, 1700 or maybe even 1740 again. I feel like that would kind of drown out a lot of the shorts, clean us up, and that'll let us come down farther. So yeah, that's more your bullish case, Coming back into the green on the 8 hours, some of these time frames a little bit more bullish. Confirmed 4-hour bullish div. It could have already played out, but I think it could take us up a little bit more. And then your 2-hour, just like Bitcoin, I think the next red dot to confirm here may give us a local top. Good place to look to short. And then we're starting to get some, bearish dips here in the 30-minute. Could be the top, but I think there's an argument to make to come up a little bit more. I mean, if you draw a fib like this, you're hitting kind of this point right here. I think it could act as support rather than resistance, come up a little bit higher, maybe. Now, altcoins, are going to get crushed, especially if we come down next month. I would, my view, not financial advice, but I'm staying away from altcoins for now. ETH isn't really considered altcoin, but I am staying away from ETH for now. I'm going to wait to see what happens. And really the main thing I'm looking at to get a lot in, is the next green dot to confirm on the 6-day, because it would be kind of like, this green dot, very deep anchor wave. Same thing here, deep anchor wave, second anchor wave, the bottom here. The snake eyes, the first one's a little iffy. The only reason we got this deep anchor wave is because we came down so quickly. I think it really should be more like, that one, you know what I mean? Kind of like there or something. This one, I don't even count. But if we get a bullish div here, that's going to be huge. So next green dot here to confirm, huge place to get into Bitcoin, in my opinion. Now, moving on a little bit. Let's look at wheat. Wheat, commodities, if everything goes down in the next month, which they will, and I think commodities will come up. Everybody's talking about oil. Everybody's already, lost money with oil. What's the next thing you're going to lose money with? It's wheat. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But wheat is looking really good. You're hitting a golden pocket right here, and green dot. That's some thunder. Green dot bouncing off of that. Also, green dot in your 3-day RSI is low. Seems like they want to curve back up, back in the green too. 2-day bullish div. I mean, when's the last time you had a bullish div like this? See right there. This started a major rally upward, about 150%. Not saying that's going to happen, but I think there's a strong argument to make for back to $10 or something. That would be a nice, 20% upward. That's what I'm looking at. I do have a trade to try to capitalize on that. So lower time frames, money flow generally curving up here. I do like what I'm seeing on wheat overall. I think commodities will have at least one last hurrah here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Hope you guys enjoyed the update. If you want to sign up for BITGET, first link in the description below. Really good promo for only first 100 people that sign up, and first 10 people get a perfect few slots open for that, get a really good bonus. So check that out. Also, let's see. That's about it right now. Market Cipher, link in the description below. Check out my other links if you're interested. My trading course down below, really good course. A lot of people have really liked it. How I do my analysis, my trading strategies, all that. So check that out. Link in the description below. Good discount right now as well. All right, guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Have a good one.